All right, welcome back to Jay Creates. So it's been a couple of weeks since I've actually built something, and I got to come up with another video. So I was at the wood storage the other day, and just a reminder, this is my parents' garage that I use as a shop. So there's not really any place for me to store any of my hardwood, the stuff that I bought. So I have a storage about a mile away from my house. So I leave home, go to the storage, and I see what I want to use for the day, and then I come here. But anyway, I was in storage yesterday, and I forgot I had this chunk of Sapele. It was about 27 inches, 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So I decided I'm going to make some tea light holders. I don't know if I'm going to do a pillar or this way, you know, horizontal, vertical, not quite sure yet, but let me get the shop set up while I think about it, and then we'll come back and see what we can make. All right, I'm not quite sure if I want to go horizontal or vertical for this candle holder. I'm thinking I might do one this way and do 3 lights. It doesn't have to be big, it's just small. I'm not sure how often it'll get used or whatever, but I did want to kind of use this chunk for something. And I've made candle holders out of this before. I'll see if I can put them up on the screen here. I'm sure I have pictures somewhere. It was before I actually started doing videos for YouTube. So it's been about a year since I've bought this and used it to make candle holders. Which way do I want to try to duplicate what? I'm not sure if I want to duplicate what I made before. Nah, we'll come up with something new. But anyway, I think I'm going to go horizontal. And for this, I had no plans on this. I was at the wood storage yesterday, and I just said, ooh, I forgot I had that chunk of Sapele. Let me make a candle holder, or a tea light candle holder. So we're not using regular tea lights, the wax ones. We're going to use the LED ones. So these are 3/4 inch thick, about 1.5 inches in diameter, and we're going to make one that we can put all three of them in. I totally missed the trash. So let me get this measured out, and then I'll come back and show you what we're going to come up with. This isn't planned. I have a general idea of what I want to do. I just needed to make something. It's been a couple of weeks. I need a new video, and I need a housewarming gift. So this is what we're going to come up with. Okay, I think I got figured out. So we're going to cut a chunk of this at 8 inches. I'm going to come in 3/4 of an inch on each end, and then we're going to put the 3 tea lights in the middle. So first thing I'm going to do is take this over to the miter saw and cut that 8-inch chunk, and then we're going to mark out where the holes are going to go. I'll have to get that fancy drill press I have and hook up the 1.5 inch Forstner bits, and we're going to drill some holes. So all right, so something new in this video is, you know, I have my reading glasses on, and I need them to be reading tape measures and squares and my phone and the camera and all that kind of stuff. Without them, everything's just kind of blurry up close. So I've been wearing these. I really haven't used safety glasses on the channel here. I do have a pair that goes over these glasses, but it's just not comfortable to wear safety glasses over glasses and a hat, you know. So I found these on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below. I bought 2 pairs. They're relatively cheap. They're the same strength as my readers, but they're reader safety glasses. So it's got the protection on the sides, a little bit more on the bottom. So from now on, no more reading glasses. We're going to use the reading safety glasses. So let me take this over to the miter saw. I'm going to cut this 8-inch chunk out, and then we're going to measure it and mark it to where we need to drill. We'll get the holes drilled out, And then I'm not sure what I want to do. Do I want to put a chamfer on this? Do I want to do more of a round over? Do I want to do some dados down the side, some decorative stuff? But the first step is we got to cut it. So I'm going to put my earmuffs on and my mask. This sawdust from this brown sawdust is very thin and gets everywhere. So as with any time, you should really make sure you're wearing your mask or something. Alright, so probably can't see too well anyway because of the pencil on the dark wood. But so we got our 8-inch chunk here. I came in 3/4 inch here, 3/4 inch here. So now we're going to find the center line, and then we're going to mark out the 3 holes for the tea light holders, for the tea lights. Alright, so I was thinking of just going a straight line down and having 3 tea lights centered in the middle. But I kind of like the idea of having them offset. So one up here, one down here, and then another one up here. And then I'll probably put some grooves in the side. I haven't really came up with that part yet. Again, I didn't really have a plan here. So this one I want to make sure is right in the center but down low. Almost lost the light. I got the fancy ancient drill press out, and I went ahead and marked where I'm going to drill the holes, and I punched out the center for the Forstner bit to go into. So this is going to take a little while. I'm not going to show you the hole drilling, the whole hole drilling, the complete drilling, but we will drill one together. Alright, so this drill press, I already went ahead and set it up. So I'm going to drill 3/4 of an inch down, and that will just leave the flame and maybe a little bit of the white showing for when you set the tea light in there. So with this, you have to squeeze the handle, push the button to lock it on, and then I already have it set to go no more than 3/4 of an inch into the wood. Alright, we hit that 3/4 inch depth. Or close to 3/4 inch depth. I think that works. But let me get these holes drilled out and then we'll come back and talk. Here we are. I think it looks pretty good. Got just a little bit of the white sticking up. So now I'm going to do some sanding. And I don't know what else I want to do to it. I do a giant 45 on all 4 sides. I don't know. We'll figure something out, I guess. But right now I think I'm going to do a little sanding, get all my pencil marks off. And then think about 45s or roundovers, maybe some small dado grooves on the sides. I'll have to get the table saw out for that. I don't know. I'm not going to bore you with my thoughts, but I'll come back with my results. I think I got it figured out here. So I am going to run some single width, so that 1/8 inch maybe, 1/8 inch dados all the way down the side. I'm going to do 6 on this side, 6 on this side. If I do the first one, flip it over, do the other side, right? Then move it, do the next one, flip it over. That way I don't have to go back and forth. We'll figure it out together. But first, Let me line this up. So there's going to be 6, so that's a half an inch. So I went half an inch line, half an inch line, half an inch line. So hopefully it doesn't suck. And I set the blade depth to 3/4 of an inch. And you can actually see the blade came into the holes a little bit, which is fine. I don't know, I think it looks cool. Pretty good. I'm not going to go... I had one more, but I think 5 and give it a little bit of depth, right? So this already has a bit of a round over on it. So I think that's the way it's going to be. I'm just going to do the 5 lines and maybe a slight 45. A slight 45 on the bottom one. And when I say slight, I don't really know what I mean. Okay, so I think I figured out. I am going to put a 45 on there. It's just going to be a small 45. I'm keeping the blade at 3/8 of an inch. I got it set at 45. These are all half an inch apart. I put a mark at a half an inch, and I guess we'll see how it comes out. So we're just kind of winging it today. All right, let's do it. So yeah, I think that looks pretty cool with just a little bit of a 45 on the bottom, and then the little dados on the sides. Yeah, that works for me. So I need to get this sanded, and then we'll put some sort of finish on it. All right, so I got my polyacrylic here. I've already kind of shaken it, stirred it up. I got just like a economy basic 1.5 inch brush. Nothing special. I'm just gonna use it and not throw it away because I don't want to clean it. But let's start on the bottom. And I'm not gonna make you watch me do this whole thing. I'm gonna show you what it's gonna come out like. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks really nice already. Well, it's 99% done. Let me put the lights back on. Alright, so I'm not really sure what happened to the audio at the end of this. Just kind of cut out for the last few minutes. So anyway, here's what it looks like. You got 5 1/8 inch dados that come out onto the ends. Makes it look pretty cool. Got a little 45-degree chamfer on the bottom. Got it covered with a couple of coats of polyacrylic. So we'll top it off with this feed wax, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it takes about a half an hour or so. So I guess that's it. Make sure you leave a comment below, like this video, share this video, and make sure you subscribe. And hopefully we don't have any audio issues on the next video. But, you know, it is me, so it'll probably happen again. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the next one.